What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time, I'm reviewing the series X-Men 97. You know what I'm saying? I know I say movie review at the top, but it's really, I'm reviewing this series episode by episode. My phone is going crazy. X-Men 97, episode 4. We back in the Mojo verse. And I'm gonna tell you something right here off the rip. I'm not really a big fan of Mojo as a villain. I never really got into him in the comics, and when they in the OG X-Men series, animated series, every time it was a Mojo episode, I was like, I deflated a little bit. Like, yeah, we go into his world, and it's all about the ratings, and everything's a TV show, and we're going to throw you in here, and look at the X-Men, and this my ratings. I'm like, I don't care, bro. I don't care about your little TV shows and you using mutants as puppets in your little TV ratings game. I do like Spiral, though, but Mojo is just not one of my favorite X-Men villains whatsoever. It's Jubilee's birthday. She wants to hang out. She wants to go to the arcade. Magneto's like, I ain't going to no damn arcade. So shooting that down. So her and Roberto are in the room. It's like, yo, man, I want to play video games. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm 18, man. Let's do that for old time's sake. And he's like, I don't really play video games either. But there's a Sega Genesis looking thing on the dresser, and they're like, yo, I don't even know, where this came from. It's a Mojo thing, and Mojo gets Jubilee and Roberto, so now they're in Mojo's world. So now they're in the video game, and they got to fight their way out, and if they die in the video game, they die in real life. But along the way, they're getting help from this mysterious person in the little uniform. He's just like, yo, man, who's this hot topic person helping us out? So they're going through the motions with Mojo. Mojo's skinny now because his ratings are low, so he's just like deflated, but he's still like unhealthy, obviously. It's Mojo. So it turns out it's actually Jubilee, another version of Jubilee, just much older, and she's been going through the video games, so that's why she's helping them navigate through the system. And so they eventually figure out the video game algorithms and, win. And along the way, little feelings, with Jubilee and Roberto, they smooch, if you will, which was kind of rushed. I feel like they rushed into the smooch. They didn't really build a romantic tension with Jubilee and Roberto, so I was surprised. But they're young. When you was a teen, you just made out. I don't know about y'all when y'all was teens, but, whoever was given partial rhythm, we just made out. You know what I'm saying? I've had several makeouts where I was just like, I don't even know why I made out with her, but, we felt it in the moment. I get it. You're young. The second half of this episode focused on Storm and Forge. Now, Storm is out there in the desert, probably New Mexico, Arizona, with Forge. And Forge is trying to figure out a way to help get her powers back. So he's working on that. So, they're hanging out, they're building, which is kind of staying true to the comic books. She finds out that he was responsible for creating the technology to mute, no pun intended, to mute the mutant powers, to negate them or whatever. And once she finds that out, she feels betrayed. And he's like, no, I was just, that's why you wanted to help me, because you was responsible for it. But I love you. And I'm just like, whoa, where does love come from? We've been hanging out for a little bit, but they just threw the love in there. Storm wasn't having it. You can't be responsible for creating the thing that made me lose my powers, my everything, and then be like, I love you. She was like, slapped him. It was a nice try, though. When the heat is on, you'd be like, I love you. Like, pat. But that was the more intriguing storyline. They should have gave that a full episode rather than take us to the most. I know you wanted to give Jubilee some airtime, but we didn't need it. Give us the Storm airtime. Give her a full episode. I think Storm deserves that. Let's go through that. Let's let her go through the motions with Forge, try to figure out how to get her powers back, go through the betrayal, the hangout, the relationship build, and then we could be like, all right. So now, then Adversary shows up at the end of the episode. So I just feel like this is the weakest of the episodes so far. Easily the weakest. It's like Home Alone 3. It's like, but it's not that terrible. It's not like Beverly Hills Cop 3, but it's more like maybe Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, or like Back to the Future 3. You know what I mean? Solid, but it was just, something was missing. So this is the weakest so far, and I just feel like they fumbled the ball and not giving Storm just the full episode. Just give Storm the full episode, man. She a fan favorite. You ain't got to have everybody up in there, man. Let Storm get her moment. And I just feel like they rushed it in the second half. But forget all that, man. You want to know the smooth jazz review for X-Men 97, episode 4? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving X-Men 97, episode 4. I'm going to give it 3 saxophones out of 5. It was just still solid, though. Don't get me wrong. But I just really did not care for that first half. I was just like, Mojo again. Stop bringing Mojo back. Mojo shouldn't even been in this first season. He's not a heavy hitter, top tier X-Men villain. You know what I'm saying? At least from my opinion, he's not top tier. Like, you know, everybody needs to be top tier in this season. Even though it's a continuation of the old series, we still starting fresh because we got new eyeballs out here. Speaking of eyeballs, I hate Mojo's eyeballs. How he got the little things and they're pulling his eyes so he never blinks. That's way too much pressure. But anyway, that's my review. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section below. Do you think it's the weakest episode? Do you feel like Storm should have got the full 30 minutes? Let me know in the comment section below. And how do you feel about Mojo as a villain? I want to know that as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.